Earlier this week, the delegates from the JOOI clubs held their annual international convention here in Cincinnati. They did many of the same things we are doing here for the next couple of days on their business sessions. They held business sessions, workshops, and got to know each other better. Most of the JOOI members have already returned to their homes, but we are happy to have the JOOI Board of Directors with us this morning. I'm going to ask the chair of the JOOI committee, Don Brose, to assist me as we welcome the JOOI board at this time.
Director Courtney Cowling. Courtney is a student at Norfolk Senior High in Nebraska, and after high school, she plans to major in psychology or sociology. Director Lalania Janke. Lalania recently graduated from Bonita Vista High School in Chula Vista, California, and will be attending the Webb Institute in New York in the fall, majoring in naval architecture and marine engineering. Director Leslie Mamula. Leslie's a recent high school graduate from Dayton, Ohio, and next year plans on studying mechanical engineering at The Ohio State University. Director Stephanie Theriault. Stephanie just finished her last year of secondary school in Quebec and plans to spend the whole summer studying English. And earlier this week, Stephanie was elected president-elect of JOOI. Next is past President Marie-Claude Bourgeois. Marie-Claude, who is from Jonquière, Quebec, is currently attending the Sherbrooke University, where she studies pharmacology, and she's now an Optimist Club member after being a JOOI member for the past 6 years. And please welcome President A.J. Cifuentes. A.J. is a recently turned 18-year-old high school graduate from Monroe High in south central Wisconsin, and he plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison in hopes of getting a degree in business administration.
This is our future. At this time, I would like to invite International President of JOOI, A.J. Cifuentes. I like people that have initials in their names because I don't know what A.J. stands for. I know what G.C. stands for. A.J. to the lectern. Don't be so conceited this one.
By the way, my whole name isn't AJ. It's actually Álvaro José Ronaldo Cifuentes Monzón. But you can call me AJ. It's quite all right. Thank you. Before they return to their seats, I would like to thank my fellow board members for their dedication this year. It was great working with all of you. You are very dear to my heart, so thank you. A couple of weeks before I graduated from high school, I found myself asking a lot of teachers and adults the same two questions. Do you enjoy your job? And what was your dream career growing up? My biology teacher wanted to go into environmental law, but she found that she enjoyed tutoring in college so much, and she decided to teach about the environment instead. One of the school's librarians told me that she went to college hoping to become a screenwriter, but became discouraged when she realized that everyone wanted to become a screenwriter. Well, my psychology teacher was so scared of picking a career that she wouldn't enjoy that she majored in 4 different areas. After questioning most of the staff at my high school, I quickly found that most of the adults I came in contact with each day did not always dream of being where they are today. But whether they realized their dream or not did not mean that they were any less happy. This should come to no surprise to me personally, though, because never in a million years would I have been able to envision myself speaking before you. Every moment that I breathe here before you on this stage is a dream come true. And the same can be said about every JOI member whose dreams you have enabled. These last few weeks since I graduated high school, people have asked me what I am planning on majoring in. I have responded with almost everything from psychology to business to medicine to even politics. The truth is, I'm not sure where I am headed, but I clearly remember where I have been. I was in the basement of our local Catholic church when I met my advisor. I was a shy sixth grader who had an absolute hard time saying no to people because I just felt bad. When my soon-to-be advisor insisted on having me come to our local JOI Club's Valentine's Day party, I literally could not say no. Pretty soon, the shy kid disappeared. I started to form these things called sentences from these little things called words, and soon enough, I was making friends. I started to devote my time into the needs of others, as opposed to devoting my time into video games. And soon enough, my confidence increased. And it increased so much that in 7th grade, I actually got a girlfriend and I had my first kiss. But that's a different story. There is something much more important to take from this story. The kid within me that first came to America dreaming of becoming the President of the United States of America to make a difference in the world didn't have to look very far to volunteer and help others. JOI offered me opportunities to volunteer and improve my leadership skills at the club, district, and international level. The reason why I can write a cohesive essay deserving of an award is thanks to the Optimist Essay Contest, even though the contest still hasn't helped me improve my handwriting. I'll work on it. And the reason why many of you are falling in love with me as I speak before you is because of my participation in the oratorical essay contest for 3 consecutive years. And it's all thanks to you. The best part is that all of these opportunities are open to everyone who is my age and younger who wants to make a change in the world. JOI doesn't require a certain grade point average, previous experience volunteering, or letters of recommendation. We also do not have quotas that our members must meet. They simply donate the time that they can at their own pace. We also offer a youth code and a creed to live by. I can't think of many organizations that also offer these opportunities. JOI is truly unique. To compromise my dream of becoming the President of the United States, I think it is only right to give you a State of the Union address while I still have these teleprompters by me. And by the State of the Union, I actually mean the state of JOI. This year, thanks to many of you, we have had an increase of 60 new clubs, 9 of which were alpha clubs. The same opportunities that were offered to me as a member are now available to 1,200 new members, thanks to your persistent recruitment. The only number I don't know is how many of those members also had a hard time saying no, or how many of them had their first kiss in 7th grade like this guy. But once again, that's a different story. It is important to know that 47% of the new members that joined this year were junior Optimist members at the middle school level, who will hopefully like what they saw in our organization this past year and continue to be a part of JOI at the high school level. JOI has also found success within the internet through the creation of the new JOI webpage that comes in both English and French. Our convention here in Cincinnati was also a big success. Even though our little convention was rained on because of a short circuit with the fire alarm, we still made it through. And we owe a lot of our success to you. To those of you who know that you contributed to JOI, I give you a sincere thank you. We could not have improved this year without you. You could have spent your time doing many other things, but the time that you donated towards our members, it's priceless. And I know that it means a lot to them too. I just pray that whatever motivated you to inspire us continues to motivate you this next year. We kids often go through life taking many things for granted and forgetting our manners, and especially our thank yous. So please, accept my thank you on their behalf. I was surfing the web the other day like any other teen would, and I bumped into the Optimist International website. On the website, and on countless documents printed by Optimist International, the mission for Optimist International appears as this: by providing hope and a positive vision, optimists bring out the best in kids. Bring out the best in kids. I feel that many of us in this room have forgotten about that. I mean, how couldn't you? Kids can be pretty rotten, but I think many of us can remember being kids. And I think that at this point in our lives, there hasn't been a better time to inspire the next generation of leaders, of dreamers, of future adult members, of contributing members of society. Rita Pearson, a well-known teacher who has been involved with education within and outside the classroom, once said, "Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection, and insists that they become the best they can possibly be." Are you that champion? Are you willing to impress your club members and create a new JOY club in your area? Are you willing to donate time or money to your local JOY clubs to see them through? When you notice a kid that maybe isn't leading a very productive life or is going down the wrong path and you know it, will you be willing to suggest to them a better solution? A better solution as in joining a club where they can make new friends? Or are you going to keep silent and wonder, what if? Maybe I coulda, maybe I shoulda. My wish for you after the conclusion of this convention is that the next time you say the Optimist Creed out loud, you have a better understanding not only about what you are doing as a member of this great organization, but why you chose this one as opposed to many others. I hope that you go back to your clubs hungry to do more in your communities. I sincerely hope to grow up to be like many of you sitting in this room, looking back at all the great things you have invested your time in this past year and looking forward to the successes of tomorrow. And I truly hope that you continue to be an optimist the rest of your life. I'll get off the stage in a minute, but before I do, I'd like to leave you with a thought and a story. What if my advisor wouldn't have talked to me? In other words, what if an adult Optimist member had not reached out to bring the best out of me? I'm happy to say that the person you see in me today is the optimal person that my advisor brought out of me, and she is present in this room. Last year in Milwaukee, we partnered up with the Easter Seals of Wisconsin to put on a summer camp for people with and without disabilities. Everyone was getting ready to leave until a volunteer from the Easter Seals asked if someone could pick up a boy who fell asleep on the grass and take him inside so he wouldn't get sunburned. I went over to pick him up, and I'll never forget it. He had his headphones on and was in deep sleep. Without opening his eyes, he smiled and wrapped his arms around my neck as I took him inside. They say that people don't buy what you do, but instead why you do it. At that point, I realized why I stuck to JOY for these past 6 years. I did it because donating time was better than handing out a check when it came to making a positive change in my community. I still think to myself how that child will probably never meet me or know that I existed. I'll probably never be able to laugh with him or cry with him. But knowing that I helped him without his knowing it, it empowered me. Young guys and gals, I hope you figure out why it is that you are here today as a member of Optimist International. I'd like to thank my board for giving it their absolute best this year and never failing to do their duties. I'd also like to thank Don Brose, Amy Keller, Steve Corbin, Elaine Luca, and Jean-Denis Brisson for truly bringing out the best in kids. At the conclusion of this business session, we'll be selling our legacy pins, which I hope that you will think about purchasing. But with that, I want to thank each and every one of you for being an optimist. Thank you.
Good shot. Very good job. Remember when I mentioned in Sonarcos this year that our future lied in the hands of today's children? AJ is no longer a child. He's a grown teenager with a funny name. but he's not going to pick on me this year. My name is Joseph Omer Jean-Claude Saint-Onge. So that's also a mouthful. That's why people call me JC, except if I'm in Texas, they call me Bob. Thank you, AJ, for serving as president of the JOI this year. As a token of Optimist International's appreciation for the job you have done, we would like to present to you today the special proclamation that I will ask Don Brose to read because I will get caught up in my own teeth. Nice. Congratulations.
It says, a proclamation on behalf of all Optimist clubs and their members, and on behalf of all JOI clubs and their members, let it be known that A.J. Cifuentes is to be commended for his dedication to his duties as 2012-2013 president of Junior Optimist Octagon International. His leadership and positive attitude have been an inspiration to all who have worked with him the past year. He has advanced the cause of optimism by his service to the JOI organization as its president and as a member of the Optimist International Board of Directors. May his optimism and positive bearing continue to serve him well in all future endeavors. Presented this 5th day of July, 2013 at the Optimist International Convention in Cincinnati, Ohio.